I think
Go
the
for it, man.
best intro is, you guys have your coffees ready.
Oh, absolutely.
I've
I've got
already,
mine
I've already
ready.
had two. I'm two down already. And I drink double espresso, so they take me, 30 seconds to chug down, which I absolutely love.
Well,
But
I've got my
I'm
cup of
ready.
Joe on the go.
So you're taking the quick shots,
Lovely.
and Jeff's got the full cup. But hey, whatever. I guess how people take it is up to them. But it's funny how different that is. But let's hop into it. Let's talk about your background. Really, let's start from the beginning. Where did you go to school? What did you go to school for? And we'll kind of walk it through how someone goes from the start of their life to ending up in the coffee industry.
Yeah, so grew up in Cape Town and went to study at University of Cape Town first for a while. Didn't really enjoy it that much. I was doing a science degree, which wasn't my thing, and I got given an amazing opportunity to work on the Whitbread Round the World Yacht Race, to run the merchandise for the company that did the official merchandise. So we went through 9 countries in 11 months, and we moved the merchandise between the different countries: Australia, New Zealand, Uruguay, the States, France and England. And I did that for 2 years, which was phenomenal. Got to hang out with a lot of yachting guys. Got a little bit into coffee there, especially in Australia. They were a bit ahead of the curve in terms of us versus South Africa. I really enjoyed coffee. I was fortunate enough to grow up with my mom, who really loved coffee and always made filter coffee. So the old style where you scoop the coffee into a 1-cup filter, and it's very aromatic and a wide flavor profile. So I grew up drinking good coffee. There wasn't that much instant coffee in our house. My dad wasn't really into coffee, but that's how I get my love from it, originally from my mom. After the yacht racing, I studied a bit more, and then I went into sourcing out of China, where I worked for 13, 14 years, sourcing small appliances. The office was based in Hong Kong and Shanghai, and we supplied all the retailers in South Africa with kettles, toasters, irons, that sort of stuff, and certain coffee machines, like filter coffee machines and some espresso machines. As the trends were growing in South Africa, the demand for coffee machines increased more and more. And that's sort of what brought me to meeting the original founders of Cafféluxe. I originally started supplying them with some home coffee espresso machines and some capsule machines as they were developing their business. And the founders, Anthony Kay and Kevin Katz, they saw an amazing gap in the market. They saw Nespresso was charging this astronomical fee to buy the capsule coffee. And Anthony's an engineer by background, and he figured out a way to build a machine that we could fill, or Cafféluxe could fill their own capsules with coffee at a fraction of the cost. And as that developed, they got hold of me or the company I was working for back then to try and, complement that. They were manufacturing capsules, but they needed a machine to get into the consumer's home so they could actually drink the capsules. And that's what got me into supplying Cafféluxe originally with domestic Nespresso machines.
Do either of you want to touch on what you hope to get out of the partnership? You say it's more than just simply, they're infusing your products. You want to talk about what kind of your long-term hope or vision is? Maybe just a couple teasers if you want.
Again, it's not just about being another customer of Cafféluxe. And Michael says it quite nicely all the time. He says, you're part of the family. You're not a customer walking in and saying, hey, can you make this for us? I mean, we're working on developing really interesting, innovative products in this whole industry that we'll be rolling out. And that's the beauty of it, is Michael mentioned it much earlier about being innovative and how you need to do that. Always be thinking outside the box. And what is it that we can bring to the market that could be the next big winner? And I love Michael's vision and outlook on these types of things, and having an open mind as to what just might be the next winner. But Michael, if you want to maybe just expand on that and just give us a 1 minute on what you feel as well, and how M2 Bioscience, our new name now, thank God, how we're going to be working together and what it means for you guys at Cafféluxe and us.
Yeah, I think for us, we found that as the company's developed, innovation has really driven our business forward. And when we first met Jeff and the team at M2Bio, it seemed like an amazing opportunity to use what we were good at, coffee, and their expertise in terms of CBD and medicinal mushrooms, to partner and offer our customer base and other territories that we haven't touched on before, and other industries that we're not involved in, like pharmaceutical and pharmacies, which we don't really have any exposure in. And beyond M2Bio being a customer, I think our values are aligned in terms of just making people happy at the end of the day, giving them what they want: a great coffee, a great product. Jeff is very focused on customer service, as am I, and that's been part of, I think, the ability to work so well together, in that we want to just make our customers happy and give them the best experience, and a new experience. Coffee and CBD together is something new globally, and coffee and hot chocolate, coffee and rooibos, it's all something new. And to give someone a new experience is very exciting, because people feel like they've seen a lot in the world. To give them something that they haven't tried before, that's interesting and flavorful and good for you, is just a great position to be in. So I see our partnership as, it's not a customer supplier partnership. It's a real partnership. Both of us looking in the same direction, and I think there'll be many more products that we'll develop together.
You touched on the fact that I guess that wellness is a big growing industry, and it makes sense, that coffee would definitely fit into that, and hopefully that this is a new niche that you guys find, and potentially a major size of the market. When I think of markets that have incredible competition, coffee is one of the ones that come to me, where there's so many options, so many differences, and I think the fact that you guys are going to be kind of one of the first proven CBD infused coffees will definitely be a huge hit in the market. So I think that's fantastic.